Roadblock Radio FM 1011 HD3, New York, New Jersey.
This is the girl DJ Black Barbie alive inside the building. You got to lock right now to Reality Check on Roadblock Radio. Our very special guest today is producer, actress, journalist, radio personality, publicist, where she's a cultural activist, the one and only SHARON Gordon. So many would say that she is a trailblazer, a Jamaican icon, and she's here with us live on air. SHARON, how are you doing?
I am great. Oh my gosh, DJ Black Barbie, it's good to be on with you. Oh, yes.
That is so amazing to have you on. It's truly a pleasure. And I'd love for you to take us back to when you decided that you wanted to pursue a career in entertainment. And how has
Oh,
that drive been?
oh my gosh. Oh wow. It's just been my life. I grew up in this industry. I grew up dancing and performing for my school in Jamaica, St. Joseph's, big up Miss Power in St. Joseph's, girls' schools. And then I used to dance for J-Teens because I was a part of the J-Teens dancers. And as a result of that, I also used to be on Ring Ding with Miss Lou. And Miss Lou, we were the first set of studio kids for Miss Lou. And even before there was a Ring Ding, we used to perform for her at different events and stuff. And like, you know, how they had Heroes Day in Jamaica yesterday, we would have been performing there. And any kind of big function going on tonight or last night, we would have been there. And when anybody come, so I have been exposed to the entertainment business all my life. And then one thing led to another. Came to America again, still, you know, carrying the culture big and proud. At my high school and at my college, at Baruch College, we used to host Caribbean Week. And I used to be president and sometimes vice president of the Caribbean Club, Caribbean Student Association, actually, and the West Indian Student Association. And so what would happen is we used to put on these concerts and big concerts, you know, DJ Bobby. I mean, even though we're in college, you know, think big things, you know, with
Mhm.
entertainment and everything like that. And then I used to host, I used to teach them, choreograph a few dances. And before you know it, one thing just led to another. And again, because of my family and, you know, who my family is and the exposure that I got being around so many entertainers and growing up in the space, you know, it just, this is just what I do. And would you believe, can I just add something to that? I know, would you believe that I also channel Miss Lou? I dress up as her to this day because she's my mentor, right? I
Right.
channel her. And I didn't even know that's what it was called when I was doing it when I was younger, because ever since I was a little girl, I used to do the poems and I used to do the skits and I used to do the
Mhm.
songs and I used to do the ring games, not knowing, Barbie, that
Mhm.
I would grow up to become somebody now who would channel Miss Lou as as one of my career paths. You know what I mean? It's just so interesting how, I guess I like the question you started off with, because you really even have me now thinking like, wait a minute, yeah, that's
Yes.
kind of like how it
For-
went. You know what I mean? So thank you
Mhm.
for that.
You're
And that is
welcome.
kind of how the whole thing just, it just bubbled and brewed and bubbled, and here we are, you know, from one thing to the next, being a publicist, being a radio personality, doing this, writing, huh, you name
Many
it, I've done
hats.
it. Yes.
Yes. But you have an experience that many would never be able to have a mentor like Miss Lou. Can
Oh
you tell
yes.
us what was that experience like and what
Oh,
takeaway or lesson that she have given to you that you still hold to this very day?
so many of them, so
Mm-hmm.
many of them. I'll tell you that again, when you're young, you don't realize, you know, that's why I guess they say
Sight.
hindsight is
Right.
2020 vision.
Mm-hmm.
Because DJ Barbie, can I tell you that when we were younger, being around Miss Lou, when we had to, and I reflected in the book, right? And we should tell people the book is not my autobiography, it's not my memoir, but it
Mm-hmm.
is based loosely on my life because we write about the things we know. And I did put that in the book as well. What would happen with Miss Lou? Let's say on a Saturday, we would leave JT's, we'd leave dance class, and then we'd have to go to JBC Studios in Halfway Tree to go record. Let me tell you something. The way I dress and carry myself has a lot to do with Miss Lou, my auntie Jasmine, who you met, and my mom, Miss Rose. Because those people don't believe in the dirty up yourself. And I was a real little tomboy when I was younger, and it looked like they saw that and saw that I had a way to be, you know, around the boys playing and just kneel down and I play a marble and a dirty up. And I remember Miss Lou used to tell me, you have to tidy up yourself and carry yourself properly. And she
Mhm.
would just always tell us, lotion up your little ashes pumpy looking elbow. Oh, lotion up your knee. You get what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
But make sure that you're not sweaty because you will smell
Mhm.
up yourself and sweaty. Make sure you keep yourself clean. I'm my auntie with the please. But Miss Lou would teach us these things. And can I tell you, even in performing and speaking now, you know I host so many events. You know I'm a
Right.
speaker. I'm
Yes.
a producer. But Miss Lou gave me and so many of us that because she would just throw us into positions. Like when she used to do, we used to record. Ring Ding wasn't live, it was a recording, was a taping, right?
Yeah.
And so even in that, we all had our own little roles that we had to play, whether we was marking the X on the ground for where we would have to stand up, whether we were doing our little run through of whichever song she and Miss Marjorie Wiley was going to be teaching us that day, our songs. So we always had a song, then we had the riddles and we have the story time and all that, the guest performance. But whatever, we all had roles we had to play. So you learned from a young age. I did how to wear
Mm.
many hats. Nobody told me that I could only be one thing.
Right.
And I
That's
saw Miss
amazing.
Lou that way. I saw Miss Lou as a poet, as a writer,
Potter.
as a
Mhm.
documentarian, as a historian, as a folklorist, as a comedian, as an actress, as a playwright. You get what I'm saying to you?
Right. Yes.
Keeper of our culture, because it is through Miss Lou that I developed this strong sense of pride around any and everything that has to do with Jamaican culture. So you're right. What I learned from her is to be this proud
Jamaican.
Jamaican that I am, and this bearer of all my culture in every way and form you can think of. You know how I am, girl. You know I'm representing Jamaica
Yes.
every time, everywhere I go. I mean, you know, right?
Yes.
Miss Lou, that was Miss Lou because she did it so proudly.
Mhm.
She made it. It was like it got contagious. It's like we became excited just to represent the same way. And so I think that's a big takeaway that I took from her. How to just be a proud Jamaican, how to take the culture, be knowledgeable about my culture and share it. You know, in the book, we have a glossary in the book because I wrote the book in honor of her in Patois, Jamaican dialect. And there's a glossary in the book because she came to me. I wrote the book during COVID. And she
Mm.
came to me in those lonely days and nights. And as I was working things out and made this bold decision to write it in Patois, 'cause you can imagine that was a bold decision that I
Yes.
made.
Yes.
Other people frowned on that, Barbie. You know how they are. You're going to write the book in a patois? No, man, not do that. And I said, no. I heard Miss Lou inside of my head. And next thing you know, I put in a glossary together. And look, now, DJ Black Barbie, you know that now the audio book for Sherry Baby in this Jamaican dialect is now up for consideration for a Grammy award. Up for consideration. November 7th, they're going to be announcing the nominees. And I know I'm a nominee. I
God.
know it. And I'm
Yes.
going to
We're
be
gonna
bold
speak
and say,
it.
come February 1st, I winning
Yes,
in the
you are.
audiobook category.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, do
Amen.
you know you, amen and claim it? Do you know that a lot of
Mhm.
people didn't even know there was an audiobook category?
Oh
Did
wow.
not even know there was an audiobook category. So does that tell you what I have done with this whole thing for me has just been an educational campaign where it's like people are saying to me, me never even know audiobook in a Grammys. I said, yep, it's not just the music. So all of us, what I'm hoping is that I can do like Miss Lou, my mentor, did when she opened the door, kick it down for
So
so
much.
many of us to
Yes.
come through.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When you look
Mhm.
at DJs, when you just look at all of the DJs and the poets, all of that. Miss Lou, she's the original one.
Yes,
She
she
used to
is.
just go on TV or go on radio, as you know, and show up at these events, pantomime, whatever, championing our culture, championing everything about us. And that is something I say we must always remember and pay homage to her for. Her and Masran,
Yes,
Ronnie
most
Williams.
definitely.
Hmm.
And she came into your dream so that you can do
She
this
came, yes, she
and
did.
open
But
this door with the Grammy.
yes,
And
she did.
I'm praying that
Yes, she
yes,
did. Yeah,
you
we
do
pray,
take it home.
girl. You know,
Yes.
we take it out. You know
Yes.
where we gonna meet up and celebrate. I don't have to say nothing. Wink, wink. You know what
Yes.
I'm talking about, girl,
Definitely.
girl.
Yes.
God, you
It's gonna
in the
be a
building, okay?
celebration. Going
You
to be a
know, you know he's
celebration.
gonna lose his mind, and we all gonna lose our minds, and we gonna be up there doing that celebration. Just know that, me to you, you there, because
Yes.
we doing that. But he's also been another big one to push me all the way with everything that I do, and I don't go around talking about the
But
fact
we are
that
going to talk
that's my
about it.
relative. Oh
Yes,
Lord, here we
we are
go,
going to
here
talk
she go,
about it
here
because,
she
of
go.
course, you're coming from a very iconic family. This is just icons,
Yes,
and we have to say to the
yes,
legendary, the living legend, Beres Hammond, your uncle.
My
She is
unks,
who she's
yes.
speaking of that is championing her on to do what she's
Yes,
doing.
yes,
He is
yes, he
so
does.
phenomenal. Your family is amazing.
I know, right?
Overall,
I know, I know, I
amazing.
know,
No,
I
and
know.
pure greatness come from your
It's
family.
true.
A big
It's
shout out to Bear
true.
Salmon. My
Big
hat
shout
goes
out to
out
Uncle
to you.
Barris. I know,
Yes,
right? Big shout out to Uncle B. And
yes,
he gave me some kind words in the front of the book. If you buy the book
I
and you
did.
look in the front,
Hmm.
you'll see it. And
Yes.
thank you, by the way. I know we're talking about Uncle Barris and his support of me, but can I just say to you, thank you for your support of Sherry Baby. You're one of the first folks who bought a copy of the book, and said,
Oh,
"Oh, definitely." And you said, "Oh no,
my
I'll read
pleasure.
it. I love this."
Yes.
And that for me was special, and I thank you for that, because it is people like yourself and all the early folks who went out there and started buying the book that created this movement that we're now seeing, where we have, within 3 months we became bestseller on Amazon. We were released in March. By 3 months later we were a bestseller. Then by here we are 7 months in, and we up for Grammy consideration. And we're also in the JFK airport in Terminal 5, inside of the JetBlue terminal right there. Yes, in the bookstore, if you go, Sherry Baby is right there. So Sherry Baby has really made the rounds because of support
Yes.
from people like you. But I know we're talking about Uncle Barris and his support for me.
Yes,
And yes, thank you.
yes, yes, yes. Big shout out to Bear Salmon. But and I have to say congratulations on the accomplishment so far, because the book just released March of this year and it's
Yes, yes,
already
sis.
doing so phenomenal. And
So
I'm
much.
so proud of you as a fellow island girl doing it
Yes.
big on the
Yes.
international scale here. That is definitely
Yes.
something to recognize and celebrate. So I'm
And
so
it's the
proud of
first
you.
time, it's the
Mm,
first time, Barbie, it's the first time that we have a book in an audiobook in Jamaican dialect,
mm,
narrated in Jamaican dialect, Jamaican patois, the language where them tell us with it bad, and we not for chat. So, and remember, we all went through that. We pay,
yes.
I spend my money for you go to good school.
School
I
to
don't want you
speak,
speaking
yes,
like that.
proper
Stop talk
English.
like you have no sense. Speak proper
Mm-hmm.
English. And
Mm-hmm.
this guy was interviewing me the other day, Barbie. He said he doesn't know me, but it was an interview. Shout out to my publicist, Terrell Blackett. We just got to
Yes.
shout out
Yes.
Terrell, the hardest working publicist out
Very
there. Thank you,
hardworking.
Terrell, for, yes, for all the love and support. So she set me up on this interview. Wonderful gentleman. I won't say who he was, but he doesn't know me. And
Hmm.
he was saying, but I didn't expect you to come on here speaking in such perfect English. I said, excuse me? He said, well, I thought that because the book is written in part, I said, what? He thought that because I wrote the book
In
in
fact,
patois,
you're gonna
that
come
I
speaking.
said, sir, I
Wow.
said, most Jamaicans, we are trilingual,
Yes.
okay? Bilingual, yeah, and definitely some of us trilingual. I said,
Trilingual.
sir,
Mm-hmm.
because we can talk like any Yankee, as them would say, or with England or Canada. We can sound like the country we in, hello, wherever that is. We gonna speak English,
Say it.
and we gonna give you some dialect up in your face because we talk our mother tongue. What has
Mhm.
happened is, for years we were told not to speak that
Yes, to
way, that we
suppress
shouldn't
it.
speak that way.
Yes.
So I am putting respect, like Miss Lou taught me to do, on the language.
Mm.
But I thought that I got a thrill out of that, Barbie. I was laughing at this poor man. The man says, he says, I'm so shocked. You're speaking the Queen's English. I thought that you were gonna come on and I would have to translate. I laugh, you see. I laugh, you see. Them don't know how we have that gift. We,
Yes.
as
Yes.
Yardies, as Caribbean
Multifaceted.
people, we
Mm-hmm.
are. We really are. And that's
Yes.
why Sherry Baby is what it is, because the book goes between patois and English. And it's for everybody. I don't want people hearing us thinking it's not a Jamaican only book. The book is set in Jamaica, in post independence Jamaica. So what we mean by that is Jamaica became independent in 1962. And when you meet Sherry Baby, when the book starts, you're in 1969.
Yes.
She and Jamaica are the same age when you meet them, and she's telling you the story of a life that she is experiencing. And it starts with her from 1969 when you meet her to 1975 when she just leaves you. And we don't want to give away too much, right, Bobby? But people
Yes.
need to know this story is not tied up in a bow, okay? It's not, because
Right.
life is not tied up in a bow. And yes, there'll be part 2 and 3 and 4, and we hope even 5 and 6 too, right? We hope we get that. But don't
Yes.
expect to think that is a little nice and neat, tie up in a bow kind of thing, because it is not, because our lives are not tied up in a bow. And this book is a reflection of real life situation and stories that so many of us can relate to, from social commentary to the history to our culture to the way we come on now, light skin, dark skin, good hair,
Yes,
bad hair, all of it, abuse, sexual abuse, verbal abuse, psychological abuse, physical abuse, domestic abuse, all of it is in there. All of schools and what goes on at schools.
the
Sherry Baby is
churches.
so
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Yes,
thank you, Barb. Oh, look at you.
yes,
Can we talk about the churches, girl,
yes.
and all of that? So
Mm-hmm.
folks have to understand that when they read the book, whether you're a Caribbean person or a non-Caribbean person, whether you are white or not, wherever you're from, people have read this book and they love it. And if you don't believe me, just pop over to Amazon and read the reviews. By the way, Black Barbie, you were talking about some of the what do you call it, the highlights for Sherry Baby. Another highlight is we're only 7 months in, and go pop over Amazon and look at the reviews. We have over 40 something reviews, and they're saying that for a book that has only been out for 7 months, that's unheard of.
Right.
It's unheard of. But go
Mm-hmm.
read the reviews, and they're from all over. Read the reviews for yourself. People have got the book because of the reviews that they've read on Amazon. You can't make this stuff up, Barbie. You can't make it up. The
Yes,
book resonates. And it's because it
definitely.
was a gift.
Yes,
It's
and
because it was a gift.
it is fiction, and I'm curious,
It is.
why did you
Mhm.
decide to do fiction instead of a non-fiction, since
To
you dive in so
to
many different aspects of
to
the Jamaican culture?
to protect a lot of people who are still alive. To
Oh.
protect, I come from the kind of family I come from. I
Mm-hmm.
have to be mindful of that. And so that's why, and because of my training and my skill, I was able to do that. And it's not easy. And that's why the book is such, you can read Sherry Baby through a regular, simple lens and just say, oh, nice story, da da da. Or, as you know, DJ Black Barbie, you can read Sherry Baby and put them lens on that have you going, oh,
Oh wow.
wow. Oh,
Yeah.
this is nuanced. This is complex. This is, ooh, wow. She's making some serious statements here. And that is the dialogue. That's what happens that caused the dialogues that's been happening. Because people have been having conversations about Sherry Baby and what it's stirring up for them. The
Right.
barrel children, we talk about, a lot of us were barrel children. What do I mean by that? We were the ones whose parents left them with overseas
She's
and left
left
us
us.
in people's
Yes.
care.
Yes.
No,
People don't
you
talk
know.
about that.
No, in Sherry Baby, it is front and center.
From
And
that
do you know how many
perspective.
people see me? That
Yes.
and thank you for using that word, because
Yeah.
that's why I used her as a little girl to give us a different perspective, my sister. Because how
Mm.
many times have we seen a little girl telling a story that is such a bold story? Like, a lot of people, they don't talk about these things, right? Here is Sherry Baby touching on these things, talking about them in a way that's accessible. That's
Yes.
why people are relating to it, because there's no judgment. She's just telling you what she's hearing, and she cussing. She hear the people them cussing, she cussing too. She hear them a chat
Mm-hmm.
people business, she a chat
That
people
too.
business too.
Yes. Being
Right?
a
She
mirror.
hear about the
Yes.
politics, and that she's a mirror. Oh, you
Yes.
say all the right words. I love you.
Yes.
She said, and that's why, sis, when people see the book cover,
Mm-hmm.
because it's so pretty and it looks like it's a children's book, it's not. It's part of the intention of it. And shout outs to Marlon Wright, who not only did the cover, but the anthem that you played at the top, that was him too. Marlon Wright is a genius. He's such a creative. He did my book cover, which should win some
I
kind of
love it.
award, because the cover,
Yes.
isn't it amazing, that
Yes.
book cover?
Downtown
Oh my
Kingston. It's
God. Do
given.
you know?
Yes.
Don't tell. It's yes.
Yes. It's. I love it. But you just tell us the inspiration behind the cover, cause
So it's
bring
what
us
you just
back.
said. It's downtown Kingston. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to capture post independence Jamaica, right? What downtown Kingston was looking like. What Ward Theatre looked like, what parade did look like in them days. When you walk up and down Orange Street, what that was like, and all of that. The cars, the bustling with the cars, and the dog and the goat them, and the cat, the hand cat man them, and the snow cone man them, and the man them on the bike, and all of that. I wanted to create that, and the market people them with the hand cart and the vendors. I wanted to create all of that, and people going and coming, and that is what you see. The vibrant cover. That's
Yes.
what you see. Marlon captured it perfectly, and
Mm-hmm.
then he was so inspired. He went and created this anthem. He wrote it, produced it, wrote, and did everything, created the music, everything, He says to me, Sharon, Sherry Baby deserves her own anthem. And so wherever I go, doing my tours, my readings, this is what's played. Whenever I'm getting my interviews, this is what played. And again, a
Nice.
gift from Marlon Wright. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sharing with you that the love for Sherry Baby just continues. It really just continues and it keeps pouring, pouring and pouring. And I feel it, and I'm just returning it to folks. I am honored and humbled that so many people are really loving on Sherry Baby, and the story is resonating with them on such a deep level, male and female, young and old. It's amazing to me.
Yes, and big shout out again to Marlon, right? Because he did amazing with the imagery. Because everybody, as you said, can resonate with that. It take you back. It
Yes,
give you that
yes,
memory.
yes,
People that's
yes,
abroad that is able to look at this book and read
yes,
it
yes,
can actually feel a
yes,
part of themselves there in the island. So I
yes,
love this for
yes.
you. You did an amazing
Thank
job.
you.
Again,
Thank
congratulations.
you.
You
Thank
know, and when
you.
we say you're gonna take home that Grammy,
We
you're
taking it home,
taking
girl.
it
We taking
home.
it home.
Yes.
People say it's a time capsule for them, and I like that
Yes.
people are using language like that. What you just described is exactly what it said. That's a time capsule. It takes them back. And for those who
Mhm.
didn't know, it says it gives them an insight. So we're gonna take that Grammy. We're gonna get all the awards for this book, and we're gonna keep going because we've opened the door. I hope others run, come through it. I want them run, come flood it. Let people see. Let's write. I wanted to write a story that I never heard before. I wanted to see me and my people in stories, in stories that were deep and complex. Why we don't have stories written in our language by us, for us, about us? Why not? Why we
Yes.
can't do that? Well, we're doing it, and that's what Cherry Baby has done. And I just want a whole bunch of people. I want to inspire a whole bunch of people to do the same. And thank you for the love of having me on Roadblock Radio with you this afternoon. It's so easy talking to you.
Yes, it is. And of course, we could talk forever,
I know, but we are under the tyranny of the
Yes,
clock.
yes, we definitely are. So tell us, where will be the next book signing so that listeners can come out
Oh
to
my
see you next?
gosh. Listen, I am all over. If I tell
Hmm.
you that I'm talking to you from Toronto right now, would you believe it? I'm in
Yes.
Toronto. And then I'll be back. I'm going to be on the
A
Jamrock
cruise,
cruise.
yes, we
And then
know you're
I'm back.
going
Yes,
there.
we're going to be on the time. So I'm all over. What I say to people is follow me. Go to at I am Sharon Gordon on Instagram, or on Facebook, it's just Sharon Gordon. Or go to my website, iamsharongordon.com, and just keep a track. I am all over the place. And if you want me, all you got to do is send me an email or reach out to Terrell or Black Barbie, whoever. Just reach out to us. We'll come. We are open and ready to come. But we have a bunch. When I tell you, and my birthday is on Monday, so that's why we're going to be on the cruise. And then we come back, and we're going to be we're going to be at the Jerk Festival also. You see what I'm talking about? It's so
Yes,
much. I'm
so
going to
much
be at the Jerk
big and
Festival,
busy.
the Grace Jerk Festival in Florida on the 9th. So come check me out. We're going to do readings there and signings there. I'm just all over the place. Just come follow me and come on and follow the ride.
Definitely do that. And also remember to support. Please go and purchase the book. It's available.
Yes.
Sherry Baby is available on Amazon. All right. So purchase it
Yes,
right
yes,
now
yes.
and also get the Audible
Get
as
Audible. I was just
well.
gonna say it. I was gonna please get Audible. We want Audible. Get Audible.
Yes.
SHERIBABY. SHERIBABY by Sharon Gordon. Please get it, get it, get it. Tell a friend. Let us create history. Let us do it. We can do it. We as a people, this is what we do. And this book is gonna make you fall in love with Jamaican culture all over again. The characters are well developed, everything about the book. And it's not because I wrote it. I'm telling you, I wrote the book during COVID because it was a download that I got from Almighty God and my ancestors. Miss Lou was up in the place. And that's why I pay homage to so many people in the book, DJ Black Barbie, because I knew and I understood the assignment that this was a blessing that I got, you
Yes.
know? So thank you.
Amen. You are so welcome. And tell
Amen.
Uncle Bears I say I and thank you for the
We're gonna send you
breakfast.
into well,
Yes.
Auntie
Thank you for the
Jasmine, Auntie
Auntie
Jasmine,
Jasmine. Yes.
boy, you're
Auntie
so quick. She
Jasmine,
cook the
thank
food and serve
you.
it quick, quick, quick.
Yes.
Yeah, man,
Your,
that's
your
my
hand is
family
very
for you.
sweet. Your hand is very
Yeah,
sweet, Auntie
man, I'm
Jasmine.
sweet.
Thank
Bye,
you. I
bye, bye,
appreciate that.
bye.
All right, so
We
thank
gonna do
you.
it again. We
Yes,
gonna do it again.
we
All
have
right,
to. Yes, I was at
we
Barry's
will.
home.
All
Woo! Yes,
night,
iconic
all
moments.
night.
Yes, the whole
Iconic,
night. Yes,
iconic, all
iconic.
night.
I tell you,
God,
that
that's so
was
good.
one time in history that I will never forget. That's the
I
highlight of my
know.
entire
I
life, I'm
know, I
telling you.
know, I
And
know.
I
And it was so
appreciate your and your
good.
family. You and your
Yes.
family
Oh,
are
yeah.
amazing. Thank you so, so
Yeah, that's how
much.
we stay, man. That's Dai Dai. So the character in the book Dai Dai was named after my real life grandmother Dai Dai. I wanted to pay homage to her. I pay homage to a lot of people in the book. A lot of people. That's one of the things I did. I really just gave, like I said, I wanted to do when Shakespeare and them writing their books, they're writing about they're bigging up their people and all of that. So I wanted to do the same thing with my book. So I paid homage to my people. And that's
Yes.
why Dai, which is the mother of Barry Hammond, my mother's mother, who is Miss Rose in the book. So we just paid homage to a lot of people in the book and just made it where it was a good story that people could relate to. And believe you me, they are relating to it,
Yes.
Bobby. They are relating to it.
Yes, they are. Thank you so much again, Sharon
Thank
Gordon. You know, I
you.
wish you nothing
Thank
but the
you.
best, and we're going to be there to
I
cheer you
know.
on with that Grammy
Thank
win.
you.
All right?
Thank you.
You
Thank
are
you. Go
so
out and get
welcome.
Sherry Baby. Yes.
Yes,
Thank you so much, darling. Keep on being sweet. All
I
right.
will. Thank you. So do
All
you.
righty.
All right. Bye
Bye
now.
bye.
Roadblock Radio FM 1011 HD3, New York, New Jersey.